Welcome to today's edition of the Anaglyph Jukebox. You never know what you'll find on the old jukebox.
Let's press B31. Okay, we've got Sergio Aragones, 3D. Did you ever read Mad Magazine? I sure did. Did you ever check out the little drawings on the top, sides, and bottoms of the pages? That was a feature called Marginal Thinking by Sergio Aragones, one of Spain's greatest exports. Aragones has contributed dozens of humorous drawings to every issue of Mad Magazine since 1963, except once when the post office lost his contribution. He also does a 4 to 5 page feature in each issue where he does silent gags on a single topic. Sergio Aragones is one of the world's most prolific cartoonists, one of the world's fastest cartoonists, and one of the most brilliant. In addition to his decades of contributions to Mad and other humor magazines, Aragones created the humorous barbarian character Groo, the Wanderer. As a creator-owned property, Groo has been published by a number of companies: Pacific Comics, Eclipse Comics, Epic, a Marvel imprint, Image Comics, and currently Dark Horse Comics. Al Jaffe of Mad's Fold-In fame said, "Sergio has, quite literally, drawn more cartoons on napkins in restaurants than most cartoonists draw in their entire careers." Writer Mark Evanier, who collaborated with Aragones on Groo, the Wanderer, estimates that Aragones has written and drawn more than 12,000 gag cartoons for Mad Magazine alone. Aragones also has a connection to another Anaglyph Jukebox favorite, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. Growing up in Mexico, Aragones' father worked on episodes of the TV series adaptation of Sheena. When a stuntman didn't show up one day in 1955, a teenage Sergio was fitted into a leopard skin costume and wig. He dove into water, did a little vine swinging, all far from a distant camera. Of course, the young boy looked nothing at all like the statuesque Irish McCalla, who starred as Sheena. Aragones arrived in New York City in 1962 with $20 US, a limited command of English, and a portfolio of cartoons. After knocking about a bit in odd jobs, he followed people's suggestion that he try and submit his work to Mad Magazine. After a confusing introduction by Antonio Projas, creator of the Spy vs. Spy strip, who was even less proficient in English than Aragones, editor Al Feldstein and publisher Bill Gaines were impressed by his portfolio, and he made his first sale that day. Encouraged by editor Jerry DeFuccio to submit more material, he drew up a full article on motorcycles overnight and returned the following morning, where he made his second sale. Since then, Aragones has won every award the field can offer: a Shazam Award, the Inkpot Award, a Harvey Award, the National Cartoon Society Comic Book and Humor Comic Book Awards, a Reuben Award, and an Eisner Award. In 2009, he was the subject of an exhibition, Mad About Sergio, at the Ojai Valley Museum in California. Aragones also worked in animation, the Dick Clark blooper programs, and drawing live on air for NBC's Speak Up America program. I want to close this brief account with an anecdote by Aragones' frequent collaborator, Mark Evanier, that touches on his television work for NBC. Mark explains, "This was one of the most beautiful women in the world, and she wore this dress that was very revealing. So much so, the censors wouldn't let us put her on air in it without adding some material. So we're all talking to her, the writers and whoever, just in awe of this woman. And Sergio comes walking in looking like a homeless person carrying his portfolio. And Jane sees him and she shouts, 'Sergio!' And she runs over and starts kissing him passionately. They'd worked together before, it turned out. But Johnny Carson comes walking out into the hallway, and he thinks Jane Kennedy is being sexually assaulted by a homeless person in the NBC hallways. So he comes over to make sure she was okay. She said it was fine, that she knew him, and I said, it's okay. He's a cartoonist. So Johnny gives that classic look, and he says, I knew I should have taken up drawing.